Everyone's talking about how AI is taking over jobs, but here's the truth. Not every career is at risk. In fact, some fields are not only safe from AI, they're set to grow even stronger through 2030. Today, we're breaking down the top 7 AI-resistant jobs, careers built on skills, creativity, and human connection that machines cannot replace. Stick with me because by the end, you'll know exactly which fields are safest, why they'll thrive, and what that means for your future. Okay, these are the top 7 AI-resistant jobs, and I'll give a little bit of survival reasons for that, why they're AI resistance, and what some of the projected growth is on a few of these categories. Okay, number 1, we have skilled trades, okay? That includes electricians, plumbers, mechanics, carpenters. The projected growth on that is around 15%, which is a significantly above average demand. Some survival reasons include it requires fine motor skills and capabilities. Human dexterity AIs hasn't quite been mastered yet. I know that a lot of that can change by 2030. But right now, those jobs are safe from now, basically the next 5 years until we hit 2030. Work environments are unique and unpredictable. Automation tools cost more than human labor for one-off repairs at the moment. Reason number 4, people trust trusted, accountable individuals for in-home services. I don't think it's socially acceptable yet to have some kind of robotic outsource coming into the home. Number 5 for this is ongoing urban growth and infrastructure demands ensure a constant need for it. Okay, let's go to number 2. We have teachers and educators, okay? Projected growth is only about 4% over the next 10 years. That does include education roles like school counselors, career guidance counselors, things of that nature, but mainly the teachers and educator aspect of it. Although the growth is only about 4% over the next 10 years, that's something that's going to constantly be in demand and something that I don't really see AI really taking over anytime soon. There's always going to be a need for that personal touch, especially when it comes to social behavioral aspects to be learned and taught in the classroom for kids and children. And that's a really vital, important aspect of this career field. 5 reasons for teachers and educators of why it's AI resistant right now through 2030. Number 1, human mentorship and role modeling are essential in learning. Number 2, managing classroom requires emotional intelligence and adaptability. That's something that we touched on just now. Number 3, parents value teachers for ethical, emotional development, not just the academic part of the classroom. Reason number 4, education is deeply tied to socio-emotional growth. That's something that, again, we're touching on. Again, you're going to see that interpersonal emotion, that interpersonal touch is going to be the key theme here on these AI-resistant jobs through 2030. Reason number 5, the education system evolves very slowly, maintaining teacher roles. As you can see, it's been the same since the 1950s and the Industrial Revolution first started. Classrooms were set up to basically teach you how to do a certain job. So it wasn't focused on creativity as the world has evolved into today. And that's why we see a lag in our educational growth in America, is because we're still set up for that 1950s style of you get a task, I tell you how to do it, and you perform it down to a T. Let's go to number 3 here. We have mental health workers, counselors, therapists, social workers. The projected growth over the next 10 years is 19%. That is a huge demand that AI is not going to be able to touch, again, because of that human interaction that us as a society, us humans crave and so desire. Let's go to the 5 survival reasons for mental health workers. Number 1, we have empathy and active listening remains deeply in the human needs. Reason number 2, trust and confidentiality are central to effective therapy. A lot of these digital AI platforms are open source, so that integrity of privacy, things of that nature is a huge component of why AI is not going to take over mental health workers through 2030. Number 3, licensing and ethics limit automation and treatment. Number 4, human intuition catches subtle emotional clues that AI misses. And I know everyone's talking about how AI is going to become super intelligence. It's going to advance and advance, which it will. But from now through 2030, I do not see AI being able to catch on emotional cues from humans at this moment. Now, could things change 5 years from now? Yes, it totally could. And the rate we're seeing is quite an advanced rate year over year with the intelligence of AI. But for through 2030, I just don't see it picking up on emotional cues. Okay, number 5, rising mental health awareness ensures growing demand. Again, that's mental health workers is a career field that's always going to be needed in society. Okay, let's go to job field number 4. Managers and leaders, so executives, project leads, entrepreneurs, those are something that's always going to be there in society. Now, I do think we'll see an evolution of one person running a company, and we might even see our first one person company billionaire because of AI. But that kind of falls on the entrepreneurs, right? That's that category. They're integral to our organizational growth as AI automates routine tasks. So demand is expected to remain steady and grow in this field. So the 5 survival reasons for this. Number 1, leadership demands vision, inspiration, and trust building. That's something that AI is not going to replace for managers and leaders. Number 2, strategic decisions more often require ethical and emotional nuance. So it's that ethical aspect that humans and AI could differ from depending on where AI can take and run you to. Number 3, motivating, mentoring, and managing teams is inherently human. Number 4, strategy requires understanding complex human dynamics that are beyond just the data in front of you. Number 5, leaders provide accountability that AI cannot offer. Okay, let's go to number 5 here. Emergency responders like firefighters, paramedics, police officers. There's not really a whole lot of data on that, on the growth aspect of it, but it's something that's so critical and a necessity in our society for those types of careers and services. So the 5 survival reasons for that career path is number 1, situations require on-the-ground presence in unpredictable conditions, especially when it comes to our police force and policing the community. Number 2, life or death decisions rely on moral judgment and experience. Now, that is something that between now and 2030, we could definitely see AI start play a part in, especially when you see a lot of these like x-rays being done, MRIs being done, CAT scans being done, where a doctor will often miss something and they upload it into an AI software and AI will catch something, especially in blood work as well, where the human eye, the human element of things don't catch quite everything. But AI is becoming more advanced in that aspect. But on the fly decisions, like what if a paramedic arrives to a car accident and they need to assess the situation quickly, how can we help the individual that's hurt or injured? That's something that the human element, at least through 2030, I believe is going to be very important and vital in. Okay, let's go to number 3. Complex disaster scenarios defy full automation, just like what we were talking about. Number 4, public trust and human empathy play a key role in emergencies. Number 5, emotional support during crisis remains a human need. Again, we have that human touch, that human element factoring into this career path. Okay, let's go to number 6, hospitality and personal services. Now, I'm not necessarily talking when it comes to hospitality. I'm not talking about the clerk that you check in with when you check into your hotel. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about chefs, caregivers, personal trainers, and hairstylists. They all have that personal touch and that creativity component in humans that AI can never come close to. And the projection on this over the next few years is a 20.5% average growth for the fastest growing occupations in personal care roles. So that's a strong expansion in these fields. It's probably going to be one of the highest that you'll find, actually. And the 5 survival reasons for this career path, these jobs excel at personalized, human-centered services. Number 2, customers seek human interaction in custom experiences. That's something you'll get from like a chef. How many of you have gone to a Japanese steakhouse? Part of the experience isn't just the food that they serve you. It's also the human element, the interaction you get where they stack up a bunch of rings on top of each other, drop some oil, drop a fire in there, and you get that big volcano that all the kids love to see. And you can feel that flame and the heat hitting your face, right? That's all part of the human experience in these career fields. Okay. Adapting to individual preference is complex for AI at the moment. Okay. Again, that's the human element, that creativity to complex situations, like being a hairstylist. Women love to get different styles on their hair. It's constantly changing, it's constantly evolving. That's something AI is not going to be able to touch right now. Okay, number 4, the experience is integral, not just the end result. That goes hand in hand with that example of the chef that I gave at the Japanese steakhouse, right? And lastly, number 5, it's impractical and often expensive to fully automate intimate services. Okay, and I would even include like a massage therapist into this role. That's part of the full body, the full work that human or that robotic hands cannot compare to right now. And lastly, this one was a little iffy when I was creating the list here, is lawyers and legal experts, okay? Trial lawyers, mediators, negotiators, because I kind of view lawyers somewhat the same as I view doctors, where they're not necessarily going anywhere until that trust in AI hits the public marketplace as much, because AI can tell black from white, right? So it's going to know all the laws of the land in your state, county, every single province, right? So it can actually, AI might eliminate some of the gray area in this, but the law is still going to have that interpretation from a human element. And when are humans in those type of roles going to actually, and in state government, when are they actually going to let the responsibility of law in that aspect fall into AI? See, there's a trust that's going to take some time to be built, and that's why I included lawyers and legal experts onto this list. Okay, the 5 survival reasons for this, we touched on a lot of this, but persuasion and presence in court are deeply human skills. Number 2, legal work is adversarial and context sensitive. That's very crucial in the whole innocent until proven guilty aspect of courts, right? Number 3, effective negotiation relies on emotional reading and adaptability. Number 4, evolving laws need interpretation, not just retrieval. So that's black and white and gray area we were touching on. Number 5, clients demand trusted representation in high-stake matters. Again, right now, the trust just isn't there in these high-stake type of situations where a human's going to put all their trust into AI. They'd rather trust a trusted professional in the area of law, in the scope of law right now. So we're not quite there yet, but those are the 7 career paths that I believe are going to be AI resistant, at least through 2030, and maybe some jobs and roles you might consider pursuing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.